Welcome back to the Morning Blend. I love that plant. That is so cool. And keep in mind, a houseplant isn't just great for decoration. They can actually improve your health. But not everyone, of course, is born with a green thumb. I am not born with a green thumb.
No, you don't think so?
No.
All right. Well, here with the benefits of indoor houseplants is the plant doctor herself. It's Melinda Meyer. It's good to have you here.
Always
Hey,
great to
Melinda.
be here. And I brought a few things that are very easy, a few things that may be a little more challenging, but can you smell the fragrance of the jasmine?
Love that.
So the jasmine has those beautiful white flowers. So I picked, you know, when I come on the Morning Blend, it's always an excuse to go plant shopping. Just so I have some fresh plants to bring on TV and a few from my home. But that's what I'm going to grow and enjoy indoors this spring and put it out on my patio in the summer. It can be a little challenging to grow, but you know, it's one of those that you enjoy it while it's blooming. You try your best to keep it growing. If it starts going downhill and you don't have that green thumb, give it to someone who does. Or as it fades, compost it and nobody has to know.
I
What
like
about
that.
this guy over here? I feel like some of these plants are a little easier.
You bet. That one you just touched is called a wax plant or a Hoya, and it's a succulent. So good bright light, very low maintenance. You can see those long stems. This is one from my home. And the reason I'm leaving those, in late spring they will bloom, yes. So those long leafless stems eventually flower. So the first thing you want to do as a gardener, you want to trim those off because they look kind of ratty and people think you're not a good gardener. But actually it means it's getting good light and good growing conditions.
It's going to get bigger. So you don't have to trim that back at all.
No, you can if it gets long and leggy, but we were going to wait and see if that one blooms for me this spring.
Okay.
What about this little thing? This is so cool.
You know, cacti and succulents are huge right now, and they're great plants. Bright light, limited water, cooler temperatures, so a lot of us keep our heat a little lower in the winter, and that's perfect for them. You don't need to water often. This is a crested cactus, and there's this physiological disorder, sounds big, called fasciation, and they're not sure what happens, but the plant produces this proliferation of buds, and so you get this
Using
kind
a lot of big words
I know.
today.
Yeah.
So call it crested, but it's very cool and very unique, and as a cactus, good bright light and low sunlight.
So do plants though like this, you know, because a lot of the health benefits we think of with a plant is the air quality. They filter out the carbon and things like that. Does a cactus do that?
Good point. The things that they found were most beneficial for removing volatile air compounds, VOCs, that office sickness syndrome you think about, things like pothos and philodendrons, bigger leaves,
green
leafy
leaves.
But those are nice and easy. I did want to mention the Tillandsia.
So
the
cool.
Air
I've
plant.
seen a lot more of those.
Yes, they're becoming very popular.
There's no roots?
They'll start putting out some roots. They grow, they're epiphytes. They grow on trees in the rainforest, not sucking the nutrients out, it's just anchoring themselves. So you don't really need to put them in moisture, just spritz them every couple of days and make sure they're submerged in water.
cute.
But it's fun because it can hang like in your kitchen window or something
Exactly.
like that, which I think is so cool. I mean, how neat would that be? Just a little bit of greenery just hanging from your kitchen window.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
And you know, besides the air quality, gardening is good for your mind, body, and spirit. It improves your emotions. It raises your spirits. It lowers blood pressure. So even if it's not one of those that cleans the air, it's also improving your mood. And kids are more focused, more creative when they're surrounded by gardens and involved with nature. So it's a good thing even if you're not 100% successful. It's part of the journey. We all learn by growing, succeeding, and also by failing once in a while.
I'm a little obsessed with that zebra plant over
isn't
there.
this
What is this?
fun?
Yeah, bring this over before we get. Okay, we're gonna get a shot over here.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Is
I'm
this,
sorry.
Is this dyed like this? This is real.
This is called a Haworthia, and it's a real plant. Isn't that cool?
It is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
is
Does it
wild.
get big or does it stay small?
It will eventually be too big. I put a pot inside a pot, and that's called double potting, so that as it outgrows this little container,
love
I can
this.
put it in a new pot
Look
easily
how
by
cute he is.
lifting and transplanting. But, you know, make it fun. I try to pick up baskets I've had and put my plants in it. And as they grow, I just put them in a bigger basket, repot them in a not so pretty pot, but then set it in a beautiful container to make it fun.
If a plant doesn't get much bigger, are you not doing it good?
Well, you know, one of the things, this is a ZZ plant here, and you may see these in the mall, and they're 3 or 4 feet tall. And I've kept mine a little pot bound, and that slows the growth. And I did that intentionally because I didn't have room for it to get bigger. So it's about ready to be transplanted, and I'll start seeing more growth on it as it gets bigger. Winter, we don't want to do much fertilizing. The light intensity is low, our days are short. We just want our plants to survive unless we use artificial light. But now we're getting into those brighter days, longer days. So if your plants need a nutrient boost, that'll help get it to grow. If you're feeling it's not growing, dilute solution of any flowering houseplant fertilizer works great without overdoing it.
Now, you're going to be at the Realtors Home and Garden Show, right? That's happening at the Wisconsin Expo Center at State Fair Park.
You bet.
So it's not this weekend, it's next weekend, the 21st and 22nd?
Exactly, and I'll be there twice a day thanks to the American Transmission Company, and also the realtors have brought me in, and I'm speaking about beautiful gardens, building a beautiful garden, and then also containers. So lots of tips that will help you along your way.
How about low light plants? Are any of these specifically good when you don't have a lot of sunshine coming in?
You bet. This is called a ZZ plant that I mentioned before. Great in low light, great drought tolerance. It works well. This is a peperomia. I just set it in a little basket, and they'll do well in bright light, but also a little bit lower light. Without the variegation, it may lose some of the variegation if it's really dark and low light situation. Philodendrons and pothos do very well. If you've got kids and pets, keep them high. Most ivies like really bright light. Grape ivy, if you can find it, is a better low light plant. English ivy, you probably could get by away from a bright window, but not a dark corner. One quick trick you might want to do, if you have a light, a window, and a dark spot, swap your plants out. So for 2 weeks, grow it in the bright light, then have the same plant in the dark corner, flip-flop them. Then you just keep doing that, and they'll get enough light, and they always look good in that bright light and also in the darker corner.
Does bamboo need light?
Bamboo would be a good choice, and it would give you that big plant that you're looking. Yes.
Okay, good, because I have mine in a low light place.
Excellent.
All right. Okay, so right now you can find out more about Melinda Myers at her website. It's melindamyers.com. You're going to be at the Realtors Home and Garden Show on the 21st and 22nd. And we also, there's the website, perfect, and the Realtors Home Show and Garden Show, 21st and 22nd. That's where you can meet Melinda, learn more about those high and low light plants, best ones to have indoors, unusual plants, different things like that. And also, you brought something for us to give away.
I did.
Caller number 7 will win 2 tickets to the Realtors Home and Garden Show. And that again is March 20th when it starts. Call us at 414-799-4444. Thanks, Melinda.
That was great to see you. Thanks, Melinda. Appreciate it.
All right.
More stuff. Yeah, here's the information about Melinda's new book, DVD, and tickets to the Home and Garden Show. You can call us right now because we're giving that away as well. 414-799-4444 is how you can win that. Thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thank you.